Hey guys, how's your day doing? That's excellent. Boy, so far I've been working on my films and stuff, and I really want to talk to you guys about this thing going on YouTube, the the comments guideline thing, where apparently you can't put criticisms and stuff, or you have to be like more mature. And it's really odd of why this is added. I can understand that they're trying to be like Disney our deal, but again, then you if you people if people can't speak, have freedom of speech, of speaking criticism, what is the point of like when like for instance like celebrities like Bailey Eilish, like look at the comments and see what people have a problem with these videos, or seeing what criticisms they have and see you can make some change adjustments to it. For instance, like I have a lot of a lot of mean comments, which I don't mind. I never don't mind, uh, because when it comes to like comments, I love to hear what their thoughts on, if it's bad or good. I even said if your video if you say this video is shit, let me know in the comment below. I do not mind. But if they're just gonna go out, if YouTubers are gonna go out of their way to to take out all the criticism in the comments, what is the point? Because it will ruin a story. It will ruin your to see what to get your feedback, your on people's honesty feedback. And then people, of course, they just want to joke around stuff or just mess around with you. I'm perfectly fine with that. I love comments when it comes to those. It's just really funny. Um, but then again, so far, I'm reached to 62 subscribers, so that's really exciting. And then, and for that type of amount of audience, but of course, they just subscribe because because they just see how I do, or they're just do it anyhow, just be nice. Which thank you, I really appreciate. But I would love to see what people's feedbacks and for what make videos and stuff, to see what people thoughts on it. But if YouTube like get rid of these criticism and mean comments, what is the point? For instance, the movie that it was alright. It's not really the best. It's not better than the first one. Is Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. Now, Wreck-It Ralph, it shows spoilers like anyone would care. Why I even brought up spoilers? But anyways, so when they show this one scene with Wreck-It Ralph, like looking through the comments of what he made this video, so they can make videos out of it and make money out of it. So he decided to went to this area and he discovered these comments and stuff, and they're commenting nice things, but then again they're commenting mean things, and then people and Wreck-It Ralph is all sad and stuff, and oh, I don't need them, I just need a love free. Oh. And it just shows this one guy, this one lady is like, that's what happens. You don't look at the comments. Like, okay, yes, but it can be hurtful, but it could be helpful. Of what if you can't take criticism, then you don't. Then there's no point to create, because you need to take criticism to the heart to understand. If people do not like some of you, there's a lot of group of people that does not like your content, then that means you need to change. Then that means you need to make some few adjustments here and there. It doesn't matter what people were never going to change. True, but then again, it's good to have the criticism, because you could you're able to take the criticism, and it won't be a big deal. You could just brush it off and just not be a big deal. But unfortunately, in these kind of movies do prove that people will be too sensitive of criticism because it's just hurtful. Sure, it's hurtful, but it's not something that will ruin your career type of ordeal. But then again, it's a type of it's a criticism. Criticisms are important to, especially for a creator like myself, because if you're gonna take all the if YouTube is gonna continually doing this really bizarre Disney stuff, well, go for it. I don't care. I really don't care. Um, but if they're just gonna go out of their way to do it, all right, whatever. But it seems like the demonetization thing is still like it's still doing. It's stopped doing it for some reason now. So I don't know if it's fixed or not. I don't know, but who knows? Um, but yeah, it's just my thoughts on this stupid thing. Because YouTube is just being a total pain, and it's just like, it's so bizarre and silly where YouTube will go out of the way to just like not help people. They will rather not try to help these people, but try and be more of a pain in the butt. But whatever, that's just me. And again, I don't make money out of this. I tend not to, because it's just because the YouTube and the ad revenue apocalypse that's happening, and whatever. Sorry about that. I was a little thirsty. But I am very excited for seeing some new movies coming up. Which I'm super excited to see. Zombieland Double Tap. Oh, I'm super excited because that movie was amazing. I love the intro, I love the practical effects, and I love the comedy behind it. It was so very funny and such a great movie. And I'm super excited they made a sequel of it. And I'm very scared. I am very skeptical because I cannot just simply like, oh, yeah, another sequel, I'll watch it, and expect it would be bad. Because I am expecting it will be bad. Because when it comes to sequels or like a reboot, they're either average, okay, or just straight up bad. I'm really hoping that this freaking movie will be good. Please make this movie be good, for God's sakes. Why is it so hard for people to just simply create, like, make, like, a good movie? Like, why is it so hard? I do not understand this. This should not make it this so hard. But whatever. Anywho, so and then I watched Crawl, and Crawl was surprisingly an actually good movie. I really wish it had enough attention with this film. And of course, my boy, your movies suck. I could see why. I could see why his YouTube channel's called that. Because it doesn't matter how. Because it doesn't matter what your opinion of my opinions are. It because this guy thinks all. Well, I don't think. I do believe he does. He does like some certain movies, but every time like if it's gonna be a movie that what certain people like, it's just gonna suck. So whatever. Which I don't mind the criticism and stuff. It's whatever. Um, or his opinion of the film, which I don't mind. If it's bad, it's a really terrible film. Okay. But then again, I really enjoyed the film for different reasons. One, because I love the character and the acting, and two, the story in general, the story of the idea of a crocodile like getting, and you have to deal with multiple crocodiles, or I'm sorry, alligators, and in the middle of a storm of gosh, a hurricane, but same thing, but whatever. Yeah, and but then again, I do agree for certain things where the characters do not like doesn't look like they went through a struggle to try and survive through all this, and I really wish they do that. Because I noticed certain when they're films, they don't really feel like they like went through a lot. I really wish they didn't really end like that. If you guys watched the movie, which I think the majority of people did not, the ending was pretty bad because it just like, and they're like they get when they rescued, that's it, that's all, that's everything safe, and it's just like I really wish to see the aftermath of this effect, to see what happened, but whatever. It was really I really love the alligators, where they're like super freaking tough, like tough as bones. And it's like so intimidating. I love the soundtrack in it too. It's so good. And of course, I love the gore in it too. It was such a great, fantastic film. But and there goes another film that I watched, was Toy Story 4. Now, Toy Story 4, it did have some. It was a very great film. I really enjoyed it a lot. However, it but the audience did not for different reasons. One, venomous. Two, because people didn't really like it because they think it was just a cash grab, or they think it's just pretty bad because it has a few errors here and there. I don't mind that, but venomous part I do not mind, because they're just gonna have this really dumb thing where they're gonna bitch and complain about, oh, it doesn't have black people in it. Okay, but it has black voice actors in there. So it just shows that no matter what, fans will always complain, no matter what. Because they're basically a cult at this point. Because I can support women's rights and all that stuff because I'm an equalizer guy, and I don't care if they're like just like not really functioning human beings. I don't care. I'll treat them like everybody else. I don't care. Uh, but anyways, it comes to a point where it would just never be enough. It's just like no matter how many times you please them, no matter how many times it's like they have like so much rights and opportunities and better privileges than men. It's just never gonna be enough, and it's pretty a tragedy. Of how like it really comes. This world has come to, but yeah, what can you do? Uh, but what's better yet, but that's the best part is that people that's the people the beauty about people is errors. People always will have errors no matter how perfect you are in every way. You're always just gonna have errors, and that's the beauty part about errors, because without errors then we will not have a challenge, we will not have a way to live, to get rid of these errors and try to make a better life of ourselves. And without errors, then we can't learn of good things to how to make a good films and uh, a good story here and there, and or better yet, have make a good art. If you can't take criticism to the heart, then you're pretty much just will have this disregard of what you can't be criticized for. And I'm gonna say this once, and you can disagree with it or not. Hey, dumbasses, you did something really dumb in the past, and you can be criticized for for your actions. Just like Rice Gum, he will always have the disregard of what he can't be criticized for, and he can be criticized for these, and he's just very hypocrite and very dumb. But whatever. However, when it comes to rich YouTubers, they will always have this thing where they're just like it's never enough for them. Like, why on earth it isn't enough to be just a YouTube star while you make so much money but be just being a total douche? And then why you also have to say be very insecure by showing like your sub count or your following, your large following, or you go out of your way to make a video of saying, by the way, guys, I'm also a nice guy who helps suppress fans. And it's just so bizarre. It's so weird, but what the fuck ever. Um and of course, and of course, when it comes to circumstances like, for instance, like Trump, I get it. I don't. I can. I love. I'm glad he's the president. I'm glad he's the president. Because I'm sick of tired of seeing these people bitch and complain about this Trump dude, about how horrible human being he is, just by saying his offensive opinion. Okay, but still, why you it just shows how people nowadays are very sensitive. Why people should not be sensitive. People should just like ignore this dumbass and just because that just shows that if people are going to be this sensitive, it's proving that he's right, that Amer- the Americans America is being too sensitive and too weak of these offensive opinions. Because why? Why would you ever be offensive to that? That's the thing. Apparently, if you're racist or honesty or sexist whatsoever, then that makes him a monster, apparently. No, of course not. He's just some asshole. He's just some asshole. He's just a Oompa Loompa looking dude that just says something offensive, that says some truthful offensive opinions. Um, what the thing is, yes, I heard about the thing about like he took families and all that stuff to deport them and stuff, but I gotta ask you a question. Did they come here legally? Of course not. Some of them didn't come here legally, because that's very illegal. Come this country without doing some financial stuff to make you legal here, so you could be legal here. But unfortunately, it isn't just Mexicans. It's also British, African, and many other race that didn't come here legally. So yeah. So, and also what really infuriate me, that like you never seen like other countries' response to this. Like, they don't care, because they're true to that. Because if another person comes here not legally, they will also deport them. This is not a whole thing. This is not like there's only America that's doing this. No, it's other countries are doing this. So okay then. And it's really bizarre how like people will always have this disregard of like, apparently if they're like doing like saying fuck Trump and stuff, then they're the hero, they're the underdog. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. They're not the underdog, because they're only just saying, they're just talking trash and not doing anything whatsoever. Like, for instance, they're not Fred Rogers, where at least he did something about it, where where he hates these shows and television nowadays. But he did something about it, where he creates his own TV show where it really just inspired and really helped a lot of people and helped television. So you need to do something. Take action in your own hands. Do not try and just say shit for no reason. Because at this point, it's like critics. Critics will always try and say shit. but it won't change anything because the audience, but the movies, the Hollywood studios won't care about critics' opinions because because people would always just still go there anyways, and because they'll still have their money, and the best thing you can do is just say this movie shit, don't watch it. But don't get me wrong, critics are very good and helpful. But however, if you're gonna say it's really bad, it's really good, uh, then that means they're gonna still make more money out of that. Which it's whatever. Alright. And so yeah. Which again, I don't approve Trump's lifestyle and stuff of how he's making how his life decisions making. But I do approve what he's been doing for the past years he's been president. And I'm really happy. I'm very glad that he's doing all these great things for our nation. And like it or not, he is our president. I don't care how many freaking lot of communities. I don't care how many donations and stupid shit that they're saying. Oh, he's the worst president. He's doing a lot of awful things, and because we're trying to be the underdog and we're trying to be the hero of this whole thing. Okay, true. I don't mind that, but if people cannot take criticism, then what's the point? People will always have to disregard of what they can't be criticized for. And that's why I'm bringing this topics and stuff to bring up this moment where but again, if people are going to say some horrible things to Trump that is just offensive, then what's the point? Because if Trump is not going to be is saying this one thing, then if all these people are not going to give him the same amount of respect, then they're no different between Trump than him saying saying all that. And plus, this is a big old like slap in the face for everybody that had been making fun of him, even Obama. Because no offense, Obama, but you haven't been really doing anything for the past years. True, you did the Obama Obama charity thing, or Obamacare, sorry. But that's already been taken down. It didn't do anything for everyone. And so, yeah, it didn't really help anyone while it lasted. Like, it was nice, but it didn't last. It didn't last for years, for a long, long time. Like, forever, have a ordeal. But when Trump is, either way, the walls already existed. The reason, which I think it's good to make the wall, not only to deport people, but keep everyone together, to show that everyone can be working together to make a great community, to work with to immigrants to come here legally, not illegally, because there are people that I know their countries are poor and stuff. I can understand that, but they need to come here legally. We have Social Security and other things as well that's really important to be here. I was born here, so I don't know what it's like to be an immigrant. But then again, there are other people that come here legally. So you can come here, but you need to come here legally. You can't force your way in here. Imagine like a person barged through your home and he lives here from now on, apparently, and then now you're perfectly fine with it. And apparently apparently these people expect you to be perfectly fine about it. No, they're gonna kick your ass out of here, because that's exactly what this is about. So it's like that ordeal. You can't just have this random stranger into your home and then expect them and then expect you and then they expect you that they want to live here forever. No, that's not how that works, buddy. But you have to be a roommate to work with that sound. If you come here as a roommate, then there you go. But if you force your way into it, you're gonna be expected to be kicked out of here. That's just how it works. That's just how logic works. You can't just invite everyone in so he can be a nice guy. No, it doesn't work that. Being nice is worse than being an honest asshole. And that's good. But anyways, for all that said, and it's a very, again, something that IDub says, and it's something I'm going to say, and it's something a lot of intelligent people will go around with. If it's all okay, or none of it's okay. And that's what he said. So thank you guys very much for watching this. And please subscribe, like, comment, and ring that stupid notification bell so we can notify what all the videos I've been working on. And also, I'm working on all my movies. I'm working so hard, and I really hope you love these films as much as I have. And let me know in every comments below of what your thoughts on the movies I've been making. I really appreciate your feedback because that's what gets me around. It's just see your comments. It really makes my day. Anyways, so of course, so leave a comments. Do you think it's crap? Let me know. Or you really enjoyed it? Let me know. I would literally love your opinion. And of course, share your videos to whoever. A stranger, don't matter. Alright. Thanks you guys very much. Goodbye.